I had two goals for my channel this year. The first was make more Can You Beat videos. It's been almost a year since I posted my currently most popular video, Can You Beat Fallout New Vegas as Daredevil? And I've since then realized that if I spent my time playing Fallout New Vegas instead of Marvel Rivals, I could possibly pump more Can You Beat videos out. So, more Can You Beat videos was my first goal. My second goal was pretty simple. Post more black. Alright, that's not what the goal was. If my goal was very simple, I want to post more POC centered / related content. For those guys who don't know, I'm mixed, black and Mexican, which means that every video on this channel by association is a black or Mexican video. That being said, I want to make videos that lean more into those aspects of my identity, right? You know, think Corey Kenshin or Belize. So yeah, and also I want to do this because the Fallout community specifically is lacking in diversity. You gotta admit, like you gotta admit that sure, they're really great at killing racists. Like, you'd be surprised how good the Fallout community is at absolutely destroying bigots that try to enter the community. That being said, you can be good at killing racists and still lack a lot of diversity, and that's what I want to do. I want to be here by my simple presence here. I want to add more diversity to the Fallout community. I want to be a black voice within the Fallout community, right? You know, I started an Instagram page a while ago, but I really want to bring that energy here to the channel. So yeah, that's what I'm here to do. More Can You Beat videos, more than just one a year, and then of course more black. Did you know that Black Panther is also a black person? Can you beat Fallout New Vegas as Black Panther? So the goals are really simple. Beat Fallout New Vegas as Black Panther. Just kidding. The rules are simple though. I have to abide by a build and I have to use the equipment shown here that I'm about to say. First of all, spiked knuckles, or any variants of the spiked knuckles, and the Chinese stealth armor, and that is it. It's pretty simple. The spiked knuckles are the claws that Black Panther uses all the time, right? And the Chinese stealth armor looks a lot like his suit, so we're just going to say we're going to give it a pass as the closest. That's the closest we are going to get to his suit. It's pretty simple there. I wanted to use the bladed gauntlet like as one of his claws, but then I thought, no, that's more of a Wolverine claw than a Black Panther claw, so I decided to stick to the spiked knuckles. And yeah, as for factions, we're siding with Yes Man because he's the only one who gives us the option to technically be king of our own nation and run it in any way we wish. Of course, we do have to make decisions that would fit the character. Otherwise, what's the point of doing this challenge? Speaking of fitting the character, I wanted to say to those of you guys who have subscribed to me because of the Daredevil video I mentioned earlier, I do plan on redoing that because despite the fact that it's my most popular video, it's also the Can You Beat run I don't like at all, right? Mostly because I don't feel like I stuck close to Daredevil's character that much. So sometime this year, don't ask me when, but sometime this year, could be tomorrow, could be December 31st, 2026, who knows. But sometime this year, I will redo Daredevil, so be excited for that. But yeah, with that out of the way, we do have one more thing to say, and it's the fact that here on the channel at Your King, we do our challenge runs and our Can You Beat videos a little bit differently. While everyone else is sort of narrating their own gameplay, what we do here is I provide the gameplay, me, Your King. The gameplay you're about to see was made by the person speaking right now, which is me. That's my gameplay. The person narrating, however, is going to be my brother Harold, right? He's going to narrate over my gameplay and riff at me, Mystery Science Theater 3000 style. So he's going to go and say, "You're is so dumb. You're decided to go murder all those people. You're decided to." Yeah, he's going to be the one narrating over that gameplay. He's going to be riffing. It's going to be fun. We like to do that because it's fun, right? And one thing you should really know about Harold is that he only speaks in captions. Okay, take it away, Harold. Bye.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. As I go right merrily along, they sing, oh,
I'm done.
sweet love, sweet, softly sweet, and let the world go Yippee-yay, there'll be nowhere to go.
Come on.
Fella once said, ain't that a kick in the head? Like the sailor said, quote, ain't I going to sleep again?
Had enough. Come on. You like that?
Will be wet. She's picked out a king size bed. I couldn't feel any better, or I can say, tell me quick, boy, ain't love a kick. Tell me quick, ain't love a kick. Ain't
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
Howdy, partner. Welcome. Law enforcement protocols reinstated, partner. Initializing use of force authorization.
Play it again, Johnny Guitar.
I have a present for you from the Powder
Why do you
Gangers.
go? But if you stay, I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know.
Come on.
Caravan, citizen, pilgrim.
Like the sailor said, quote, ain't that a hole in a boat? My head keeps spinning.
The leader of the kings, who would only identify himself as the king, voiced his displeasure, calling NCR citizens, quote, the devil in disguise.
Something's gotta give, something's gotta give, something's gotta give.
Come on!
Come on. This is hopeless! Help!
Don't worry.
You a courier? If so, this might...
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates.
You check out the Nipton Town Hall yet? Smoke trail's not getting any shorter.
Coming from the north?
It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. Big iron, big iron. When he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip.
You like that?
You like that? And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to...
Displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials are asking for donations. Also, the Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos.
Irrepressible smile such as yours warms an old implacable heart.
Hey, it's Mr. New Vegas letting you know I've got a new Christmas compilation coming out soon. Nuclear Winter Wonderland. Look for it on holotape. And now the news. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. That's all for now. This is Mr. New Vegas saying, I'm just no good without you.
Blue moon, you saw me standing.
You know the pain that numbers can bring us. Well, so does Guy Mitchell, who's got heartaches by the number.
Hello.
The influx of displaced residents to the refugee camp at Bitter Springs has caused a strain on rations there. NCR officials...
He's an and running came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Yippee-yay, there'll be nowhere to spell. Oh, I got spurs that jingle,
I got
jingle,
spurs
jingle.
that jingle,
As I
jangle,
go
jingle.
riding merrily
As I go
along.
riding merrily
Baby, this little meet and greet of ours, chalk me up as a no-show. It would be 41 flavors of...
Love me as though there were no tomorrow.
Over here! You like that? You like that? Had enough!
What in the goddamn? You? How could you be... Oh, Swank, you finky bastard.
To the town of
You got a crazy drop on me,
stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say.
Hey!
No one dared to ask
You like that?
business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them.
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
The stranger there among them had a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was early.
Wow! Mr. House had quite a setup here.
Halt! What? You wear the mark.
Always true to Kaiser.
Oh, I got spurs that jingle, jangle.
I got spurs that jingle,
As
jangle,
I
jingle.
go riding merrily
As I go riding merrily.
So I finally get to meet the courier who's accomplished so much in so little time. That's why I summoned you here, right?
Oh, Lily Bell, though I may have done some remarkable heart searching. 'Cause folks were watching from the windows, everybody held their breath. They knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was no speed between
Don't apologize.
Radio New Vegas, your little jukebox in the Mojave Wasteland. I am Mr. New Vegas, and I'm here for you.
Yes, I do. I love.
The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? Well, you know what that means, folks. Time for some news. NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. In addition, word out of Camp Golf is that many NCR Rangers can expect redeployment in the near future. One anonymous soldier said it was part of a new strategy. Well, that's all I have for you. This is Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you. Song goes out from me to you. A guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Hello. It's great to finally meet you.
Vegas are flocking to the strip in droves amid a wave of terror caused by the band the Raiders known as the Fiend.
I never fell, 'cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, as I go.
Spurs that jingle, jangle,
As I go
jingle.
right merrily
As I go
along.
right merrily along.
Oh,
I love you. What if you're cruel? You can be kind. I know. There was never a man like my Johnny. There, like my Johnny, like the one they call.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. New Vegas. Thank you very, very much for listening. If you like news,
take me, make me forget my sorrow. So when I wake tomorrow, I'll know our love was right. Kiss me, it were now or never. Teach me all that a heart should know. Love me.
Since always been about love and hate. Now let me say I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck, cause they confuse themselves with real women. Then notice I said we, it's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough? I like Drake with the melody.
quote, the devil in disguise. He added he didn't want to see the NCR in the ghetto and called for a mass, quote, return.
Somewhere, somehow, someone's gonna get kissed. So on guard, who knows what the fates have in store from their vast, mysterious sky. I'll try hard, ignoring those lips I adore.
I haven't seen you before.
Fight it with all of our might.
How may I be of service, sir?
stars floating in the air.
Hey, no one but Omega.
Hello and welcome to.
Sure.
All right.
Gossip is one thing.
Howdy, folks. It's Mr. New Vegas, and I have a good feeling about all of you listening. And now the news. The influx of displaced residents to the
You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and I guess he wants to boost the troops' morale. Anyway, it looks like Mr. House thought it was important to keep President Kimball alive. Fine by me.
Stay out of the control room and enclose.
Not much happens here at the Dorado, and that's how we... Just stay out of the control... room and enclosure.
We keep an eye out for Legion raiding party.
Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. The folks around him didn't have too much to say. No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The stranger there among them had a big... And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain, folks around. Was in Arizona, the youth of 24, and the notches on his pistol numbered 1 in 19 more. 1 in 19 more. 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the big iron on his foot. Big iron on his foot. Confusion! There was 40 feet between them. And the swift ranger is still talked about today. Had enough? Read it not
who can afford passports are saying the added security is well worth the price of admission. Also in the headlines, unconfirmed reports say NCR's General Lee Oliver may have uprooted from his post at Camp McCarran in order to be present at Hoover Dam. NCR sources say that holding the dam against Caesar's Legion has become their main... Mr. New Vegas wishing you ladylike luck tonight. Got a song for you now. It's about a guy who's cold on the exterior, but deep down, you know, he's a good man. And his name is Johnny Guitar.
Death to profligates!
guitar, play it again, my Johnny. You're cold, but you're so warm inside. I was always a fool for my Johnny. I love you.
Now, citizens, how about a yee-haw from Law and Order in the fine town of Error? Token not found.
Also, a large unidentified aircraft has been seen circling the skies above the New Vegas Strip. Freesiders are hoping they'll drop food. But I wouldn't get your hopes up, Freesiders. You know they say that no news is good news, but I think my program would be awfully
You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. I didn't want to make a big deal about this. I found some code snippets in one of Mr. House's data banks that will let me,
And so the courier who had cheated death in the cemetery outside Good Springs cheated death once again, and the Mojave Wasteland was forever changed. The courier, with the aid of Yes Man, drove both the Legion and the NCR from Hoover Dam, securing New Vegas's independence from both factions. With Mr. House out of the picture, part of the Securitron army was diverted to the Strip to keep order. Any chaos on the streets was ended. Quickly. Chaos became uncertainty, then acceptance with minimal loss of life. New Vegas assumed its position as an independent power in the Mojave. Preferring neither the best of the NCR nor the worst of the Legion, the courier was the man responsible for a truly independent New Vegas. He had removed Mr. House from power over the Strip and broken the influence of the NCR and Caesar's Legion in the Mojave Wasteland.
Though the wasteland became anarchic after Hoover Dam, the Boomers' display of power dissuaded fortune seekers from attempting to penetrate Nellis.
Buried beneath tons of rubble, the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel was no more. Those few who were outside the Hidden Valley bunker when it was destroyed settled into new lives, or headed west to find a new chapter to join.
After the courier ensured New Vegas remained free, the followers found that independent Vegas was even more unstable and violent than before. Old Mormon Fort became excessively burdened by the influx of patients, struggling to provide even the most basic of services.
With New Vegas's independence formally declared, Good Springs thrived. More travelers stopped by Good Springs on their way to and from the Strip, and the locals grew prosperous from the traffic.
The Kings retained their control of Freeside, and while they continued to favor the needs of locals, they tolerated the citizens of the defeated NCR.
Armed with a wide array of improvised explosives and stolen weapons, the Vault 19 Powder Gang tormented the Mojave Wasteland for years. Citizens of the NCR were favorite targets, and they always suffered the worst fates.
Prim Slim proves to be an able-minded, if not able-bodied, sheriff for Prim. And due to his slow speed, some crooks get away without a scratch. But Prim continues to prosper under his watchful, robotic eye. And so the courier's road came to an end, for now. In the new world of the Mojave Wasteland, fighting continued, blood was spilled, and many lived and died just as they had in the old world. Because war never changes.